Over here. Put the coffee down. So today we're going to be speaking about how do you deal with people who like make rude remarks on the internet about you being vegan. So come over here. So just say like something like, I don't know, just say bacon. Bacon. I just see everything as this amazing human psychology experiment. When I'm scrolling through things and people are responding to something that I post about animal cruelty, I'm not someone that is in reaction, I'm someone who is in observation. And that's a very big distinction that I highly recommend that everyone starts to adopt, especially if you're you are being the voice for the voiceless. Posting things that shock people. You post things that are just totally not in the realm of what people believe right now. There is something called confirmation bias. And all that basically means is when you believe something, you're gonna constantly find references to support that belief. And anything that is out of that, anything that is out of alignment with what you believe, right? You either consider it, you label it as wrong. You label that person as stupid, right? So it takes a lot of time to really sit back and not have that confirmation bias. Because for me, for example, when someone posts something and they say, Matt, blah, 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 this is wrong, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let's look into that. I'm never like, no, that's wrong. I'm kind of like, let's see, I want to look more into that. And I'm truly, genuinely open and want to know a little bit more about their views. Like, it's so weird, like if you truly think about this is the way that I think. And it's a weird kind of, it messes me up even thinking about this. Like, I am so attached to my belief about veganism, but I'm so unattached to it as well. I'm so unattached to it that I'm willing to be open to looking into different types of sources and learning more about the way that people eat and why they eat. Because I think that's very valuable when you look into that and be compassionate enough to go, cool, let me know a little bit about that. Tell me more. It's weird because I'm just like, there's something within me that says I just can't do it because I just know for a fact that I just can't eat another animal, but I'm also unattached to it. You're probably like, what does that even mean? I'm still trying to grasp that as well. It's a big reason why I don't like to write back to a lot of people, just sitting back and I'm just observing and I'm like, this is fucking so interesting to me right now. That's truly what I'm doing. I'm sitting back and I'm scrolling. I'm gonna get the camera right now. This is literally what I think. And if you are featured on this, on my YouTube channel, while I'm scrolling, I'm sorry, I don't know if you can get in trouble with this. We're gonna find out. I'm just with that mug. Let me find some of the comments in YouTube's. We'll scroll through it. Okay, so let me go into the comments and let's find some different comments. New, not hate, or love, or love, or love, or love, 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 love. Here's one, and this is what I highly recommend how you respond to people. This is downright bad information, bro. And see how I'm laughing, right? That was just genuine. I didn't even mean to say that. So when I'm reading comments, I either in my mind, I'm reading things as a weird voice. And in NLP, in psychology, we call that the scramble technique, right? Where you can either visually, when something bad happens in your mind, you replay it back in different colors, you put costumes on themselves, on their body, you make them have weird Mickey Mouse voices. And I'll leave a link below to a scramble kind of video. I'll find one. It's really useful. So when I'm reading things, the reason why I don't get into reaction is because I'm reading things as a weird voice. This is someone just saying I'm downright wrong. And I'm like, hey man, thanks for the feedback, brother. I'd love to check out because that interests me. Could you please share a link to the study because it would be good to check out. That's me not being in reaction. So let me find another one. You remind me of a young Elliot Hulse. That is so funny. I love Elliot Hulse. I really like this green tea store tea product. Shut up. I respectfully, I wrote back to this girl this morning. So I respectfully disagree with you. Ketosis has, I can't read that word, has solid science to be therapeutic for a portion. Basically just saying that I was incorrect with what I was saying, right? And I was saying, cool, thank you, Joey. Thanks for the feedback. Looking more into how it helps with specific health conditions today. And she was like, Matt Cama, I totally respect your openness to do some research. Like, I'm totally open to not being right. I have no ego with wanting to be right. Get it? And when you do this, it's like, it takes away all fear from posting things, because you're like, okay, I could be wrong, you know? Do put as much effort into making sure that what I say is accurate. I'm not just saying, spitting out bullshit like I'm a toilet. I don't know. On Facebook last night, there's someone that just commented back to that just then. Alright, so yesterday, right, I posted on my Instagram and linked back to Facebook this picture here about the gorilla that was shot and everyone went fucking crazy, and then all these cows that die every single day and no one seems to care. And then I had some few interesting responses that I was sitting back and going, this is so interesting. This is so interesting. The way that people respond. So, for example, you know, cause there are animals bred for consumption. And then there was a lot of comments that just went on and on and on and on and on. And then there were people, you know, saying, you know, a plant breathes too. Why is it okay to eat vegetables? So when I read that shit, I laugh my ass off. Not because I don't label as them being stupid or anything like that. I just think to myself, and I sit back and be like, this is so cool that people have different views on things. And like, I see things, right? Like what you were seeing with me right now is going to be totally different to another person that is viewing this video right now. We are all seeing that. This is freaking interesting. See this thing? See this man, chocolate man right here? This picture, you are not seeing it exactly the same as me right now. Why? Because we have different perceptual filters. We have different values. We have different beliefs. And those beliefs are filtering a totally different reality to everyone else. You may be seeing, because you've seen on the news, black people, you know, robbing stores, and you may be seeing a thug. Or if you've watched some pornography just before, you may be seeing something totally different to what I'm seeing right now. This is crazy. If you truly think about this, everyone has different belief systems, different filters that are filtering their perception on everything. So when they see this, right, I see this in my subjective experience. I'm saying, this is so true. This is so right. All these, like, why are so many people being outraged by this when there's so many different things? But other people see that and go like, Matt, it's because these are bred for human consumption. It's because this is endangered. And I see that as well, and I go back into their perception, and then I just roll, and I just look at this, and I'm like, cool, interesting, 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 interesting. That is so funny. Oh yeah, that guy's posting a picture of bacon. Oh yeah, wow, cool, interesting. It's funny how he sees that in that way. It's funny how she has that perception. It's funny how this happens. And that prevents me from being like, fuck you, you're wrong, 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 wrong. So, just to summarize everything, if you want to have, put this back on. If you want to be able to not be so much in reaction to when you post something and someone says that you're wrong, see things as a human psychology experiment and start to think about how everyone is perceiving this world totally different. And that's what makes life so interesting. That's why I'm not constantly spending times on the computer saying, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm back and laughing and observing and learning rather than reacting. Get it? So here's what you want to do. So what you want to do is, you want to be so driven by your message, but so unattached to it. Here's what you need to think about. Anytime that you're in a high emotional state or a low emotional state, anytime that you're in any of these two things, rather than being in a neutral state, you'll be in reaction. It's time to get into a neutral state. Whenever you see things, whenever you post things, taking a big deep breath, centering yourself so you're in this neutral state, so then you can respond rather than react. So I really hope that you enjoyed this message. If you do have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And until I see you in the next video, remember to love all living things, and most importantly, love thyself.